Alright, what's up guys? So this is going to be my manga haul for May. It's actually going to be like half light novels, so I don't really know if I can call it a manga haul, but nonetheless, that's what it's going to be called. So yeah, let's just jump into it. I don't really talk too much, so yeah.
Alright, so without further ado, let's just jump into this manga haul. So, first thing that I'm going to show is volumes 1 through 4 of Made in the Abyss. Now, I know of Made in the Abyss from the anime. It wasn't something that I thought I wanted to. It wasn't something that I thought I would be interested in at first due to like the art style, and it seemed more like laid back. But as I like got into it, and here's volume 1. As I got into it, it just got more and more interesting. And then especially towards the end of the season, it got very, very serious and interesting and deep. And I'm like, wow, this might actually be something that I really enjoy. And, here's volume 2. And these covers are just so beautiful. But I don't even know. Like, I just had to pick up this manga because it was on sale, first of all. But I was really interested in picking it up because the anime was just so interesting, especially towards the end. And I know there's a movie coming, but I'm not sure if the movie is just rehashing what was already in the season or if it's like brand new content. Or maybe the movie's already out. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything for it in a while. But like, this is something that I wasn't sure I was gonna like. It wasn't something I thought I was gonna like. It's just something that I started watching because I felt like it. But I ended up really, really enjoying it. So yeah, when this manga was on sale, I just had to pick it up, and here's volume 3. Yeah, there's not really much more I can say about it. It's just, it came out of nowhere for me. Didn't think I would like it, and these covers are absolutely beautiful, by the way. It came out of nowhere for me, didn't think I'd like it, and then here I am buying the manga. Yeah, so if you guys haven't checked out Made in the Abyss, it is very good. It might be a little bit slow in the beginning, might not seem your kind of thing, but stick through it. Watch the season because towards the end, I think you'll know if it hooks you or not. And one thing that I actually wanted to talk about with this manga, with the manga in particular, not necessarily content, but how the manga is that the pages are like grayish. Now I know this is a thing in art where like you can have gray paper and then that makes the white stand out more, but I wonder if that's what they're doing, because like traditional manga has white pages, but this has gray pages, so I just thought that was an interesting thing that I haven't really seen before. And then another thing is also it does have like the glossy color pages, kind of like some light novels do, which is nice. So yeah, that was volumes 1 through 4 of Made in the Abyss. Alright, the next thing is also going to be something new to my collection. Volumes 1 and 2 of Yowamushi Pedal. Now, I have not seen the anime for this. I really don't know anything about this, but I always seen like memes with the people, and I've seen like some random clips from the anime, and it just looks so wacky and so funny. And sports isn't really something I like in real life. Like, I like sports, but I'm not really like a big fan. But like sports anime just hit me different, like Kuroko no Basket Slam Dunk, like, yo, those are hitters for me. Those are bangers in my opinion. So I'm like, you know what? This looks like a really cool thing. It looks like it's going to be funny. So why not check it out? And these are actually really thick volumes too. They're also about $20 a piece instead of normal 10. So you're really getting a lot of content per volume. But yeah, I really don't know anything about this, and I just decided I'd pick it up because, again, it was on sale. I really don't buy stuff unless it's on sale. Occasionally I will if it's something I really want, but generally I wait for sales, which is kind of why what I get is kind of erratic, because I wait for stuff to go on sale, and if it's not on sale, then I generally don't get it, even if it's like gonna complete my collection, so that's why I'm pretty much, everything that you're gonna see in this manga haul is going to be new stuff. It's not going to be stuff that's continuing anything that I bought previously, and that's something I want to improve on, but it's not going to be in this video that it's going to be improved on. So yeah, that was it for volumes 1 and 2 of Yowamushi Pedal. Alright, next is volumes 1 and 2 of the Death March to the Parallel Rhapsody manga. Now, I bought some of the light novels and I showcased them in my previous manga haul. And the anime was really something I liked. It's your generic isekai. There's not really much to say. OP protagonist, harem. Although I don't even know if they're a harem, but they're technically a harem, I guess. It's just something I enjoyed, and I got a bunch of the light novels, and I've been reading them, and I really, really like them. And I'm like, you know what? Why not pick up the manga? Because it has a lot of. Because the manga is gonna go past where the anime went, and I really want to see some of this in like art and like detail. You know what I mean? And just see some of these things realized in artistic style. I'm sure you know what I mean. I just want to see the world expanded more in something that I can visually see instead of just in my imagination from what I'm reading. You know what I mean? And I'm really liking these manga so far. They're really, really cool. I like them a lot. And I think it's a nice thing that the light novel also has a manga adaptation, because some light novels that I read don't, or some light novels that I read have poor or manga adaptations that I'm not interested in, whether it's due to the art style or whether how it's portrayed. I don't know, like for example, the Sword Art Online manga, some of it has like an art style that really doesn't appeal to me at all, so that's not something I'm interested in. But these have a nice art style, like, it's like basic manga. I like it. So yeah, volumes 1 and 2 of Death March to the Parallel Rhapsody manga. So that'll be it for the manga, but we actually have about 12 light novels left. The bulk of this, more than half of this haul, is going to be light novels. So yeah, let's just jump into it. I'm excited to talk about these. Starting off, we have volumes 1 through 6 of In a World with My Smartphone. Now, before I talk about In a World with My Smartphone, light novels in general are something that really appeal to me because I'm a big fan of books in general, which, as you know, have a lot of like are only text. So like an anime style book is just something that I really, really enjoy. So light novels are something that I maybe even like more than manga, to be honest. So In Another World with My Smartphone was an isekai anime that I watched basically alongside Death March. I think they came out in the same season. And, this one was probably even more relaxed than Death March. And it's also another one that I liked. Again, OP protagonist, harem, the basics of an isekai. But I just really liked it, especially like the smartphone aspect. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because like he's choosing his smartphone to bring with him. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. But he uses it in a different way, and he doesn't use it like 24/7 that it's like overbearing. And the stuff that they do in this, I just really like. It's nothing complex, it's nothing crazy, but I don't know. It's a nice feel good read for me. So yeah, here's volume 2. So yeah, I've already read all 6 of these, and I really enjoyed them. And I have 7 through 10 already on their way. Those will probably be showcased in the next haul, among others. But yeah, so here's volume 3. All right, here's volume 4 with Lou and Yumina on there. I don't know. I just really like In a World with My Smartphone. It's very laid back, but I like that kind of thing. Here's volume 5. And I should mention, for those that have watched this anime, that the anime covers up until like the very beginning of volume 3. So once you get past the very beginning of volume 3, then that's all new content. And the anime adaptation for In Another World with My Smartphone was actually very, very good because it didn't really skimp out on things like the Death March anime did. It actually included pretty much everything from volumes 1, 2, and like I said, the very beginning of 3. So if you're interested, the anime adaptation is a very good place to start and see if you like this kind of thing. Alright, so that was volumes 1 through 6 of In Another World with My Smartphone. One thing left. I have another 6 volumes of something. A light novel that piqued my interest and was on sale. And it is How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom. Now, this is a different type of isekai, because the main character is OP, but what separates this isekai from other isekai is that, the hero is summoned, there is a demon lord, but like instead of being like the OP hero, he actually is OP in his intellect, and he becomes the king of a country and decides to basically lead reforms in this country and make the country prosperous again so they can fight back against the demons. So instead of him being on the front lines, he's like gathering personnel, he's gathering people around him that can help him do it and reform this country and make the country a better place for its people. And it's just really, really interesting. It also focuses a lot on economics. Now, granted, I don't know how accurate those economics are, but I mean, they are there. So it's a kind of a different isekai in that sense. I really like this cover with Aisha. So here's volume 2. So it's kind of a different isekai in how the main character isn't really OP in the sense of his power, but instead it's his intellect. Because he was an economics student back in Japan, about to go into university for economics, so he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. So it's just really interesting to see. And of course, it's isekai, so you can obviously tell it's a bland, brown-haired, brown-eyed Japanese guy, and of course there is going to be a harem. I mean, it's not really an isekai if it doesn't have those two things, right? Or three things, I guess, if you include the OP part. Another thing about these light novels is that they're very, very bulky. They're like 300 pages each, which is like 100 pages more than your generic light novel, which is something that I really like, because you're getting a lot of content in these. Now this is volumes 1 through 6, which is up to date in English. 7 and 8 are coming this year, but not for a couple more months. So this is currently the complete collection of how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But yeah, this kind of different isekai sounds interesting to you, where it's like an OP character in another world, but he's using his intellect, not his brawn, and he's applying economics to help rebuild this disheveled kingdom. Then you should definitely check this out. I like it. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, that's about all I can say about it. I really like it, and it's interesting. Right? But yeah, so that'll actually do it for this manga haul. That was everything that I had to show you. Kind of a loose fit to call it a manga haul, because it's mostly light novels, I guess, but it's like about half and half, right? So yeah, that was everything. Yep, we got Death March to the Parallel Rhapsody Volumes 1 and 2, Yowamushi Pedal Volumes 1 and 2, Made in the Abyss, you can kind of see it peeking over How a Realist Hero Volume 1. We got the first 4 volumes of Made in the Abyss, and then for the light novels, which are up in center, we got a How a Realistic Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom 1 through 6, and what is that? In Another World with My Smartphone 1 through 6. So yeah, that's about all I had to say. This is kind of a shorter one, which is how it should be. I'm not trying to blow my money each and every month, but yeah, I'm really happy with this selection. I think I can definitely improve on buying more manga that continue what I already have, instead of continuing to buy new stuff. I mean, I love new stuff, but I kind of want to continue buying old stuff as well. But it's kind of difficult right now, because pretty much everything I buy is from Right Stuff Anime, and all the manga that I really want is out of stock. Like, if, for example, I want to get Naruto, like the second Naruto box set, or the second Bleach box set, but they're all out of stock. Or like specific manga volumes that would be the next one I need, like they're out of stock. So that's why I'm kind of resorting to new stuff, or like for example, light novels, because those aren't selling as heavily, because they're what I can get. And then also, as I said, I generally don't buy stuff unless it's on sale. That's not always the case, but I like to save my money when I can, because I know I'm definitely a heavy spender when it comes to buying what I like. So yeah, so the manga hauls might be a little sporadic and all over the place, but I'm fine with that, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, I'm kind of rambling now, but that's all I had for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop a like if you liked what you saw, and consider subscribing if you want to see my content in the future. I do these manga hauls, or I'm going to be doing them every month. I also review some manga, mostly My Hero Academia and Time Paradox Ghostwriter. So I do that weekly from Shonen Jump. And I occasionally have video game videos. I did recently finish the base game for Dark Souls 3, and I plan to have a review for that up once I finish the DLC as well. I generally do video game reviews for video game stuff, but I mean, if you guys want to see, I don't even know. I'm probably just gonna stick with reviews when it comes to video games. It's mostly going to be anime and manga content on this channel. Yeah, geez, I'm rambling again, but yeah, so consider subscribing if any of that sounds interesting to you, or you just want to see my videos, even if it's just the manga haul every month. Like, kind of consider subscribing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.